guys, it's Kira for Shakti Power Yoga. Today we are going to do a practice for waking up in the morning. So put this video on your phone right next to you, in bed, open the blinds, get ready to start your morning slowly. So we're gonna pretend that I was actually just sleeping. And from my bed, I'm going to take my right knee in towards my chest. Press, press, press. Maybe pump it a few times. Get the juices flowing. We're tight. It's the morning. And then take your left hand and push that right knee over to the side, keeping your right hand out towards the side, and then look towards your right fingertips for a supine twist. Just a really gentle full body twist to start waking us up. And before we fall back to sleep right there, let's bring the right knee back in towards the center. Switch legs, left knee comes in. We'll do the same thing. We can pump it in and out. Exhale on the way in, and then release it a little on the inhale. And then find some stillness in that knee before bringing it over towards the right. Left fingertips out straight to the side, and then look towards those left fingertips. Excellent. Come back through center now. Roll yourself up, hands overhead, and then slowly rise. A little bit of ab work to start the day. And then we'll just take a child's pose. So coming onto my knees, this is, at the beginning of the day, this is a stretch. So we're going to spread our knees wide like a child's pose. Big toes come to touch. Sink the hands forward, sink the chest down. And relax forehead to mattress. Two more breaths from here. And then slide the chest forward. Knees come in so that they are straight under the hips. And we're going to thread the needle. So left hand comes up towards the sky, twist. And then it pulls through towards the right side. And your cheek comes to rest on the ground. The important part here is to keep the hips level. And then come back up through center, and we'll take the second side right from there. Right arm up towards the sky, and then thread through. And then your hand can come find your hips to make sure they stay level here. You can press actively through the right hand to kind of activate that deltoid, that shoulder stretch. Your neck is passive. And back through center. We're going to take puppy pose, which is closer to a child's pose than it is to a down dog, maybe. I don't know. It depends on what body part you're looking at. If you're looking at the back stretch, then it is more of a down dog. But we're going to, so puppy pose, your knees are stacked over the hips again. We're spreading our fingers and walking them out, but we're keeping our hips high instead of sinking them back towards the heel in a child's pose. But just like a child's pose, the forehead can come to the mat. The point here is to stretch the shoulders under here, and then also the whole back. Excellent work. Start to crawl your way backwards. And now we're going to take frog pose, one of the frog poses, Bakasana. It's kind of controversial. This is kind of a Western pose, so it's not traditional Bakasana. But anyway, we're bringing our legs really, really wide, just as far as they'll go, basically. We're turning our feet to the outside, so they're facing away from our body, away from the center line. And then we're doing the same thing. We're walking our hands out, keeping our hips now at this height instead of they're not sinking back into a child's pose. They're staying up like puppy pose. And then walking the hands out, resting the forehead on the mat. This is an inner thigh stretch. And go ahead again, walk back up towards center. Go ahead and bring your feet in front of you and find bound angle pose. And from bound angle pose, you can prop your hips up onto a pillow if that makes it more comfortable for you. I know when you're on a mattress, your hips are sinking a little bit lower. So this can be less comfortable than it can on the ground, in which case pillows will help. Grab a hold of the feet, pull through with the chest to get tall. And then we're just going to take a few neck rolls in either direction. So start in one direction, take 2 neck rolls, and then switch directions. Back up through center. Okay, we're going to take a seated twist now. So keep your right leg where it is. Swing your left leg over. Sit tall in this pose. Hips should be on the ground. But we're going to take a little bit of a different arm here. So we're going to wrap the right arm under the left, and then once the right arm is under the left, we're going to hook this whole unit onto the left knee and twist. So you're really getting into a ball here. The point of this is just, again, we're stretching the back in the other direction now. So we did some chest opening. Now we're rounding through the upper back just to give a little bit of a different stretch to wake us up. But the twist is detoxing. Twists are really good for your yoga practice. Excellent job. Open up here. From here, I'm going to slide my left knee to stack on top of my right knee. And we're going to open up our chest again instead of rounding. So from here, our left arm comes up towards the sky. It reaches down, pats your own back. It can stay here, but if you have the flexibility in the shoulders, go ahead and reach your other hand behind and take a bind with the fingertips. And release the arms. One more stretch for the legs from here. Don't undo the cross. Just bring the left knee over towards the right ankle, and we'll stack Agni Stambhasana, fire log pose, double pigeon, has a lot of names. If this is uncomfortable to have this hanging out for you, some people do, it will fall all the way down. I'm not flexible enough for that, so I do have space here. If that space is uncomfortable for you, grab a pillow and just stuff it right in between the knees, and you can bring your hands behind you to give you a little space in the chest. We're really opening up, waking up our hips for the day. Two more breaths here. And now bring your legs straight out in front of you and shake them out. We're going to repeat everything we did on the other side. So this time, to start in our seated twist, our right leg is on top. Our left leg is scooting back so that the foot is in line with the hips, which are seated on the ground. Planting that right foot. In our arms, we are taking left arm under right arm and then binding by pushing away from the right knee into our twist. It's a gentle twist. You're not getting quite as deep as you are in a traditional twist, but the same twist is happening in the lower spine, the lumbar region. We're still getting the same twist we usually do. Most of the twisting action that comes from a twist is in the upper spine, and this is limiting that upper spine twist. So it's just kind of evaluating exactly how you are twisting in your lower spine. And we'll come through center. We're taking Gomukhasana now, so our right foot is just walking a little bit closer to the hips so that the knees can stack. Our left arm is going to be the one reaching behind us now. The right arm is coming straight up towards the sky, patting our own back. The idea is to get this elbow up towards in line with the head, and then you can take a bind if that's available to you. And unwind the hands. Go ahead, last stretch here. We're taking that fire log pose, so the right knee is just dropping down towards the left toes. You can have space here. You can sink into it if you are flexible enough. And then we can bring our hands behind us to open up the chest. We're winding down our practice already. This was really just meant to kind of start your day. So I hope you have a really productive day. Go ahead and unwind those feet. Lay down onto your back. And we're going to take another pigeon pose. So just bring the left foot up like this and grab a hold of the hamstrings or the shins. Reclined pigeon. So anyway, I hope you have a really productive day, and this puts you on taking your first step on the right foot. We're not going to take a Shavasana today in this practice because I don't want to lull you back to sleep. I want you to be productive and get going. If you don't plan on doing yoga or any meditation in the rest of your day, I do suggest you add your own Shavasana to the end of this video. But up to you. And we'll just switch sides on that. Right leg is up, pulling through, threading through. My spine feels warm, my hips feel warm, so I think this was a good little warm up for my day to get myself ready. It's rainy out. Whew. Hard to get motivated on those kinds of days. And now we'll go ahead and grab our feet in our final pose, Happy Baby. Happy Baby is so nice when you're supported by the mattress because if you're less flexible, you may find in your normal Happy Baby that you like fall side to side, or you're unable to keep the shoulders down like you're supposed to, or the tailbone down. Ideally in Happy Baby, we want our shoulders and our tailbone both grounded, and we don't want to be swaying side to side because that means our back is excessively arched. And Happy Baby, you know, it's actually in Sanskrit Ananda Balasana, which translates directly to blissful baby. So we don't want this pose to be a really stressful one where you're like wobbling all around and not sure how to find balance. So it's really nice in this pose to be able to relax on a mattress. So when I was first starting yoga and blissful baby was not so blissful, I did do it on the mattress a lot, just to help me relax into the pose and support my back. Excellent work. I'm going to drop into Savasana just to show you what that pose is like. You can stay here, unfurrowing the brow, relaxing into the mattress, melting everything down. And you would just hold this pose for a minute or two before rolling onto your side and rising up to start your day. Thank you for starting your day with me. Good luck in your productivity today. Join me again soon. Thumb knuckles to third eye. Bow forward. Namaste. If you missed it, I did do a video winding down at the end of the night. It's also a bed practice. So if you want to do yoga at your bedtime, at nighttime, please check out that video as well. I have lots of gentle practices, but this was originally started as a power yoga channel, so I do have a lot of really intense, sweaty practices too. Thank you. I hope you check those out. Have a great day.